think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather. We already know. We knew Crawford is a great fighter.
Listen, Crawford Mayweather would have been an amazing fight in their prime. Just like you insert Ray Leonard in there, just like you insert Ray Robinson in there. What a round robin that would have been.
He tried. You catch him, he want to catch you back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You fighting Bud, he's not. Bud's not running from nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I felt that I had the upper hand in our competition.
Canelo responded to Terence Crawford accepting Floyd Mayweather's fight offer by acknowledging that Crawford would likely beat him in a head-to-head match. He praised Crawford's current form, calling him the better fighter and deserving of full credit for his accomplishments. Canelo described Crawford as amazing and highlighted his skill and timing. He also mentioned that Crawford has proven himself across multiple weight divisions and earned the respect of both fans and experts in the sport.
I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather. We already know. We knew Crawford is a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do. Right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the style.
Was it something specific, the movement or his speed or power, or what? Was there something you could put your finger on that gave you the most trouble?
Everything.
Okay.
He have everything. You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body just not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He know how to move and everything.
The Garage. Hackett shared his view on Canelo's comments about Crawford, pointing out the difference between Canelo's loss to Mayweather and Crawford's later victory over him. He noted that Canelo was only 23 when he fought Mayweather and hadn't fully developed as a fighter. In contrast, Crawford faced Canelo at his peak when he was already a dominant champion. Hackett believes this makes Crawford's win even more significant, as he defeated a more experienced and refined version of Canelo.
Heard that what I think is, when Floyd beat me, I was 23, I wasn't polished. When Bud beat me, I was the man. I was the man. And he beat me fair and square. He beat me at my game and he beat me at his game. That's why Canelo said that. Do I believe that? It's tough to believe. We're not going to ever see Bud versus Floyd. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I would love to see that fight, but I know we're not going to see it. But I can only take Canelo's word because he's the man that's been in the ring with both of them. But I understand why he said it. I was a kid when I fought Floyd. He wasn't a kid literally, but he was young. He was young. There was a lot he didn't know. There was a lot he didn't understand about boxing that he later on learned and got better. But Bud beat the better version of me, even though it's the ran down version. I'm saying that because it is some wear and tear there with Canelo. I've been saying it the whole time. When a guy got almost 70 fights in current time, with all those big camps he's been doing and all that, trust me, it's some wear and tear there. I'm not making excuses for Canelo. I'm just saying, I do give Bud his credit though for beating Canelo, and Canelo understands I am a better fighter today than I was back then. But that's hard to say because Floyd, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Bud took maybe 20% of what Floyd did and added that to his repertoire for this fight. So that's why I'm saying it's tough to say that.
Joe Rogan expressed amazement at Terence Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez. He emphasized that Crawford moved up to full weight classes at the age of 37, something rarely done in boxing history. Rogan pointed out that no one at that age had ever managed to beat a fighter of Canelo's caliber, calling the win historic. To him, it wasn't just a victory, but a defining moment that highlighted Crawford's greatness and cemented his legacy in the sport.
It's like you're watching, like, wow, towards the end, towards the final rounds, really started getting comfortable and really started putting it on. I'm like, this is amazing.
one of those rare, like that's history, obviously, right? Watching somebody do, you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to fight at that weight for the first time ever.
Against one of the greatest,
greatest of all time, fucking, and do what you did. It is beyond, like my favorite, an outlier. You're beyond an outlier. You're an anomaly.
Yeah. Something special. And
something really special.
I believe he's 37.
Yeah. One of those where you shouldn't be able to do that by any account. By any account. 37, my body was so wrecked. I'm like, fuck you. I can barely go bowling.
Paulie Malignaggi joined the conversation about who is greater, Floyd Mayweather or Terrence Crawford. He said debates like these never reach a final answer, as both fighters represent different eras with unique challenges. Malignaggi acknowledged Mayweather's perfect record and legendary career, while also giving credit to Crawford's achievements in multiple divisions. He concluded that while there may never be a definitive answer, these debates keep the sport alive and exciting for fans and analysts.
Tough 154 pounders and it was in a young Canelo and a very tough Cotto who was punching very hard from 40 to 54. Remember Cotto had knocked out Delvin Rodriguez at 54. He'd still done some damage at 54, and I thought
won a title at 60.
Yeah, and I thought he knocked out Martinez at 60, and I thought he gave Mayweather a pretty good fight at 54. I don't know. I can't say I disagree or agree. I just think that Mayweather, because it's so far away, so long ago, and people sort of start to underestimate the things he did. People talk about Canelo takes his repertoire from the Mayweather repertoire. No, he doesn't. Mayweather fought ex-champions. This guy's fighting guys who will never even may never smell a belt in their life, and he was fighting them. So Mayweather, even if you're saying, he didn't fight the very best, he still fought champions and ex-champions, even at 47, even at 54.
Timothy Bradley offered a strong opinion, stating that Terrence Crawford has what it takes to defeat Floyd Mayweather even at his prime. According to Bradley, Crawford's mix of intelligence, adaptability, power, and sharp technique would allow him to overcome Mayweather's defensive style. He praised Crawford's ability to make adjustments mid-fight and expressed his belief that Crawford deserves to be considered among the greatest boxers of all time.
The GOAT, absolutely. But Terrence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terrence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand. The way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him.
Some boxing analysts believe that for Crawford to surpass Mayweather's legacy, he needs to face an even greater challenge, Dmitry Bivol, known for his size, skill, and dominance at light heavyweight. Bivol represents a huge test. These voices argue that if Crawford could defeat Bivol, a bigger and technically elite opponent in his prime, it would cement Crawford's place as the greatest and achieve something Mayweather never did.
Let's see Bud next, since Bud's so strong. That's what I said. Why you talking about 54? None of them dudes gonna get you up. If you truly beat Canelo, why not be the greatest fighter in the existence of boxing? Like, Bivol was the only dude to beat two undisputed active champions. Like, he beat Canelo as an undisputed champion, and he beat Better Beef as an undisputed champion. Bivol historically might go down as one of the greatest greatest to ever do it. If you beat Bivol and you beat Canelo, I mean, Crawford might have surpassed TBE in Floyd. Floyd has never beaten someone as accomplished as Bivol. And forget about accomplishments like perceived threat. Who's Bivol on Floyd's resume?
Reports have emerged that Terence Crawford is aiming to become a 6th division world champion, an incredibly rare milestone in boxing, having already conquered multiple weight classes and defeated top-level opponents. Crawford now appears hungry to push his limits even further. The possibility of him moving up to middleweight has generated massive excitement, as it would mean facing naturally bigger and stronger fighters at 160 pounds.
And Terence Crawford and his team stated that if he does stay in the sport of boxing and he does move down, he's not going to drop down below 160. And so it's being reported that Terence Crawford wants to become a 6th division champion. And a guy that he had his sights set on is now calling him out aggressively and daring him to come down and fight him. And that's Janibek, who is seen to be the best 160-pounder in the world. And he's the unified IBF and WBO 160 middleweight world champion. The middleweight division, 160, is a glamour division. There's the top 3 glamour divisions in the sport of boxing is welterweight, 147. Terence Crawford knocked out every opponent he faced at welterweight and became undisputed there.
Adding more excitement, Janik Connolly has issued a direct challenge to Terence Crawford, urging him not to back down and face him at middleweight. Janik, an undefeated champion with a growing reputation, views this as a golden opportunity to fight one of the best boxers of this generation. For Crawford, accepting this challenge would not only be about legacy, but also proving his dominance in yet another division, whether or not the fight happens. The mere possibility has sparked intense discussion among fans and analysts.
He faced at welterweight and became undisputed there. The next glamour division is middleweight, 160, that Marvin Hagler, made famous, many middleweights, Sugar Ray Robinson. It's a glamour division, right? Sugar Ray Leonard moved up there, Tommy Hearns, that's a glamour division. And obviously, the division that carries the sport of boxing when it's on top is the heavyweight division. Then you can make a case for the lightweight division, so on and so forth, right? I would say the lightweight division is number 4. So Terence Crawford became a champion at lightweight, right? So with that said, you have Janibek, who's seen as the best fighter there. He's the IBF WBO champion.